The road is unaware of the numbers in your postcode. Doesn't care what you've achieved, seen or done. Next in line, heir to throne, or the nation's favourite son. The road will not come to you in visions in the darkness, or send messages from above. There will be no warning of the journey on the road that lies ahead, or alarm calls to summon you from the depths of your bed. Angels will not fall with dreams cradled in their wings. Choirs will not assemble on mass serenade or sing.
Anti-4Kicks, time I push my taxi, my taxi, chilling out here in Soweto, next to the biggest legend in the game, Dirty Dog, Charlie Dog, Random Crew, Simdom Crew. Psalms. What can I say? What can I say?
I'm here. How are you, man?
I'm alright. What brings you to specifically Soweto, because we're in Soweto today?
I've come to Soweto to run the Soweto Half Marathon.
Dope.
Meet the crews who are from here.
Dope.
Hang out, soak in some vibes.
Dope.
Take it back to London.
Dope.
All good, man.
Well. Witness the fitness, the Grofferton liveth. One hope, one quest. Witness the fitness, the Grofferton liveth. One hope, one quest. Witness the fitness, the Grofferton liveth. One hope, one quest. Witness the fitness, the Grofferton liveth. One hope, one quest.
Tell me a little bit about the sneaker, because obviously you more like, when I check the sneaker game in London, you come out a lot. Just tell the kids when you start and why did you get in the game?
I started collecting sneakers in 1983. So at that time in London, not many people were wearing Nikes. It was really kind of, everyone was banging Adidas. That was the thing.
Yeah.
You know, Adidas and Puma were the big labels.
Yeah.
And I remember a kid walked into school with a pair of Nike Bruins. They were white with a red flick. Shut the school down. Like literally the school came to a standstill. His dad was an airline pilot.
Oh, okay,
So his dad had brought them back for him from America.
Yeah.
So this kid became so famous that people were coming to the school to watch him leave the school just so they could see the shoes. So, you know, I go home, I'm like, Mum, you know, these new things are out, I need a pair of these. Mom's from Ghana, she's like, Chale, I'm not going to buy these shoes for you. You're not going to have them, you know. So this became my mission after that. I was like, you know what? I want to get in a sneaker game. And so what I started doing was like, started buying from bargain bins. I was going to New York a lot. So what I'd do is I'd go to like, you know, the discount section, discount stores and buy stuff cheap. I'm bringing them back, you know, swapping pairs with people and just collecting stuff, you know.
Dope.
Then kind of got into like, obviously, you know, I'm old enough to have been around when Jordan was actually playing in the shoes. So, you know, Jordan.
How was that for you? Was it like a crazy like?
The really funny thing about Jordans is if you wear them now, they're not the most comfortable shoe to wear for a long period of time. So actually you're like, how did he do what he did in those shoes? You know, it's crazy. I think that people don't really make that connection, like, you know, the technology of the shoes at the time was dope, but they're not the most comfortable shoes to wear. Do you know what I mean?
And also, I think they broke boundaries in terms of like design, like the type of shoes that Jordan was bringing were like odd designs from what was happening in the market at that time. So I think from that angle and Jordan doing what he does was kind of gave it a, you know. But you're right, in terms of technology and innovation, there isn't really much there.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, if you compare them to the shoes that are out now, it's like, you know, you're
talking about,
now it's like you're wearing slippers when you're playing, you know what I mean? But then it was like you're wearing a brick on your foot, you know? Always been into the kicks, and obviously because I'm into music as well, and I was fortunate enough to be able to travel with my music. So it meant we were going to places like, you know, going to Berlin, going to Amsterdam, going to places in America and picking shoes up and bringing them back. You know, at that time, we'd like call shops in America and be like, what colours are coming out in the UK? We need to shoot the colours that are not coming out, you know. So I probably have now in my collection about 400 pairs of shoes, you know, and I've shrunk my collection down because I'm older and space, and also the thing is, you know, you keep a shoe in a box for like 10 years, when you open it up,
it's like brown and
you know, sometimes the shoe might be yellowing, or actually, it doesn't really look as dope anymore, or because the game has changed so much because of the internet, it means it doesn't really have the same effect on people. Because, for example, Jordan 4s. I've got an original pair. I've got two pairs of original Jordan 4s from when they were
with the Nike Air at the back.
When they were first released.
Dope.
When Nike first reissued them with the Jumpman logo on the back. I put a pair of mine up on Instagram. Yeah, if you go to my feed, I had a load of kids saying, "Oh man, your shoes are fake. They're fake shoes." I'm like, no, these are original shoes. But the new, era of people coming through, they don't really know. You know, a lot of people buy stuff now on hype, not because actually they like the shoe or they understand the history of the shoe. So it's a different kind of thing for me. For me, it's like a personal thing. It's about, I'm a collector. I collect records. I collect art. There are certain sneakers that I'm always going to have because I think it's important to have an archive of things that kind of chronicle,
Describe you,
describe me, describe the music that I was into, and so on and so forth,
And tell me about like your favorite silhouettes, like in terms of like sneakers.
Jordan 3s, Jordan 4s, Jordan 5s. That's it.
Dope.
All day long.
Dope.
You know what I mean? I got love for Air Max. Air Max 1.
I know you met the designer too. I mean, come on, you've been at the kitchen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have had been fortunate enough to be invited into the kitchen. I met Tinker, I met Toby, I met a lot of Nike designers and spoken to them. And the kitchen is insane. I mean, like, if you ever, the kitchen's the type of place where you go and you'll see like your favorite shoe, on the sole of like your other favorite shoe. And you're like,
what are you guys doing?
How you do that? I'd be like, no, that's just how they roll. Dope. Behind closed doors, that's just how they're rolling. You know what I mean?
Dope. And then tell me about the MX scene in London. Was it a staple at some point? Like everybody like.
Yeah, I did. I was speaking in Shanghai about this recently, about the Air Max and what it meant to London and London youth. So, if you kind of think about around about 88, 89, and the music that was around, the kind of like house music is coming in, when the dance scene really kicked off in London, the big chunky basketball trainers couldn't work anymore. Because the things are just heavy. You want to wear if you're like the new clothes that are coming out. The silhouettes are getting slightly smaller. People are pinrolling their trousers. And so you can't be wearing really wearing a big basketball shoe. So the Air Max was perfect because you could pinroll your trousers, still sew your socks, have the silhouette, and it was light enough for you to be able to dancing, and also easier to get hold of and not as expensive as like the basketball kicks. So big MX.
That's the history of the MX game in London. Even here, I think like for me, it started like 4 years ago. Like there was a lot of Air Force One scene, dunk scene, high tops, and then I think when that running started coming together again, like kids started seeing like, yo, the silhouette actually works. And right now, those are the only things that are selling out right now in the market. It's crazy.
I mean the running shoes now are basically like, they're so dope, they're so comfortable, there's so many color variations. It's like the shoe of the moment right now.
MK Fresh, itama sematekini, minang sematekini. I'm still chilling with the legend, Teddy Dark, my man Charlie Dark. What's going on, fam? Are you enjoying Soweto?
I'm loving Soweto, man. This place is the
we got some secrets here. We got some book that you worked on, and then you kind of feature on the book. We wanna find out what you did on the book. Tell the people a little bit about the stories here.
All right, so this is the Sneakers, the Complete Limited Editions Guide, put together by Unorthodox Styles.
The thing I like about UDocs is kind of like, I remember when they basically were like, we're gonna go and do this trainer thing. And everyone was like, why are you gonna do that? Why would you want to document and take photos of shoes?
Friends of mine from London, big sneaker collectors, and basically I contributed, they made a kind of documentary about the film, about the book. And I kind of was in the documentary talking about my favourite sneakers and what sneakers mean to me and history of sneakers in London and so on and so forth.
I have to say this is one of the best trainer books that I have actually ever seen.
But in particular what I spoke about is my mum.
I kind of go through phases where I kind of get rid of loads and then restock. So at the moment we're kind of looking at about 400 odd pairs. It's enough for my mum to come to my house and be like, you're not a centipede. You cannot wear all these shoes.
So, my mum's from West Africa, Ghana. She's not really trying to see 400 pairs of shoes up in the house, you know. So my mum was always like, Chale, you're not a millipede, you're not a centipede. You only have one pair of feet. Why have you got all these shoes? And that was like a classic thing in my house, which is funny now because now my mum rocks, you know, my mum's now into her sneakers. She'd be like,
Are you serious?
yeah, you know, like, trust me, you hit your mum up with a couple of pairs, next time you're going to see her going shopping in Peckham Market, pulling a shopping trolley with some like, you know.
You can't go back after that comfortability. Like Anthea was telling me the same thing. She gave her mom a pair of Frees and then the mom was like, wow, she wore it like 2 weeks straight.
Yeah. It's like now she got to have her shoes kind of coordinated with her like her garments and stuff when she's going and shocking out. Just to freak kids out. She likes to do that, you know. She'd be coming along and be like, who's that old lady with like those Air Maxes that I'd never seen before? You know?
Do you get rid of the shoes when she says that?
Yeah. I'm notorious for giving shoes away. You come to my house, you're leaving with a pair of shoes.
Respect.
Yeah.
Yo, this is Anti-4 Kicks, MK Fresh, Itama Sematek chilling next to the legend, Random Crew, Teddy Dog, Charlie Dog, Soweto Thesis, we out of here. One.
Peace.
Peace.
Keep on running. Running is life.